Sorry about that, guys. Had trouble getting the first stream going. Well, hopefully this one goes a little better. We'll see here. Oh man. Where'd I put my phone? Casey won't be here during this stream. It's a little too early for her. I would think at this time, it's a little too early for Casey. So, oh, man. So, replay watchers, thought I'd come on here and talk about a few things. Not used to doing a stream this early, so what's up, guys? Sorry. I tried to start the stream, but for some reason, I don't know if my computer, something with my computer. It's not the internet, but it was giving me issues. But I think I'm here now. We'll wait for some confirmation, but I think I am. It looks like I'm good. The only thing that frustrates me with that is if you have an issue with that when you go live, then YouTube don't send out notifications, most of the time. Something I don't quite understand, but it's just how YouTube works. If you go live or if you upload multiple uploads within 24 hours, they kind of stop sending out notifications to your subscribers. So not sure why it's that way. I would think they would send out notifications no matter what. If you're subscribed to somebody, I would think you want to know when they upload videos or go live, but YouTube is the way it is for reasons unknown, right? But decided to try this again anyways. Yeah. And I just have this up for the replay watchers out there. I don't want to say names, but I got quite a few, I believe. And all my streams I do, I'm going to try to keep up. From this moment on, guys, I apologize for deleting the stream so much. I know it's early. I know my crowd. You guys, we're all night owls, right? So, a lot of my people are going to get up and they're going to see I did a stream, and some of them I think are going, like Casey's going to be upset that she missed it, and others will just be happy that I kept it up and they have something to watch, right? Either way. Hopefully the lighting's okay. I think it should be all right for now. Yeah, if Casey had a phone, I'd be blowing her phone up right now, waking her up, right? Oh, man, guys. I will be getting on back to StreamYards. so I can do panels and all that stuff. I'll probably be doing that later today, upgrading the subscription or getting the subscription. So but for now, I'm streaming directly through YouTube because I didn't get around to getting the subscription yet. All right. But I want you guys that are watching this back, I want you guys to watch this back. Karma, I think, is coming back to hit Emma for sure. I think it's coming back to hit some of these people that have been kind of harassing me and stuff. So I know there's some of you out there that are probably asleep right now that are going to be very interested in what's going down. I tried telling people that they're not above the law and don't play games with the police because that's a very serious thing, you know. So I don't know exactly what I should say on here, guys, because I am worldwide, right? You never know who's watching, and I can't always keep a certain group of people in mind. But I want you guys to know that if you decide to play games with the law enforcement, there's consequences with that. And I'm hoping that since YouTube won't do anything, I'm hoping the cyberbullying or YouTube, or since I'm sorry, it's early for me too. Since YouTube won't do anything about these people, I'm hoping that the real world will do something. So I try to make it very clear with you guys that making false police reports and messing with somebody is not okay. So maybe I should stream about this tonight. Maybe I should stream about this tonight, right? But YouTube's not going to send out notifications now, right? I messed up just by going live now. I'm not sure what time. I got to talk to Sugarbug and all them. I'm not sure what time. I don't know. I have no idea. But I think maybe I'll end this stream and stream tonight when I will have a bigger viewership. So all my viewers, they come on around 9:00 at night, and I'm good from 9 till anywhere in the morning. They're night owls. It's too early for all of us, I guess. Adam F, let me just say, brother, I'm streaming at the wrong time because my community's asleep. But Adam F, let me just tell you, man, at least I can talk to you directly real quick. I knew everybody didn't sleep their day away, right? I was like, Jesus, I know people work and stuff, but geez. Anyways, Adam, you've been with me for 7 years. You've been with me. You're a part of the original crew. And I just want to tell you, Adam, that and it's Monday. Yes, exactly. They're going too far. So Emma's about to get into trouble, Adam, between me and you. Emma is about to get into trouble because she's making false police reports, and the cops are going to look into it. And I'm not going to, maybe I shouldn't stream about this and just let them surprise her, but I'm going to stream about this because I'm glad that they're taking it this far. I'm glad that they just don't stop because they're slipping up. These cyber bullies, I'm telling you. Adam, Emma's about to get into some trouble because I think you'll get a kick out of this just as much as anybody else I would have in mind. So Emma's making false police reports saying that I am beating my mom during my streams and I'm dragging her out of the frame. And last night she was in my stream and I dragged her and she's about to get into some trouble because they looked up her channel. The calls are coming from Canada and they're going to be looking into her. That's one thing you don't do. And you know this, Adam, right? People know how to play games with the police. They know how to do the fake wellness checks, just to interrupt people's lives, and to mess just because they're bored. That's something you don't do. That's something you don't do, Adam. So I told the people that are going to be looking into this, the police and I told them, Adam, that it's got to stop, and I told them that I don't leave YouTube because of people like Casey, and I use others as examples. One, I talk about people that I don't talk about on here that I don't name directly that I also help because they don't want to be attacked and they wish not to be named, but they watch me and they're supporters and they message me behind the scenes off the streams. That rhymes. But anyways, Emma really slipped up. And I am sure Isaac is shaking his head right now going, oh, geez, Emma, why'd you do that? Like, you got to be smarter than that, right? So maybe JP will be the one to take her down after all. Wouldn't that be something? I really hope they do look into her, guys. I really do. It's got to stop. Playing games with people's heads and harassing them until they not really snap, but they have weak moments, and then just reacting to them and saving them and uploading them to YouTube and making that person look bad, and just the continued harassment nonstop to make it go into this vicious Jerry Springer. It's terrible. It really is. So it's not necessarily a bad thing that this happens to me, Adam. It's not necessarily a bad thing that that I get all these pizzas ordered to my house. It's not necessarily a bad thing. You would think it would be. But it's not necessarily a bad thing that they target me like this and they do all sorts of stuff that I don't really talk about because it's not really worth it. It's not really worth coming on here and just see, I don't take it as a game. Right. This ain't some kind of game where I'm very clear. I don't want to go back and forth. I want to be left alone and stream for you and the many other people that come in when I stream at night. people that are watching this back, they're like, JP, who are you talking to right now? Like, right? Who are you talking about? Who are you trying to talk to about having night owls and stuff? Right? We know this. um, you can do things to mess around, but one thing that you shouldn't do, and not too many people are dumb enough to do that. Like the people that came my way before, the people that we had to put up with, and that I went back and forth with, Isaac. Um, he's smarter than that, isn't he? You got to give him credit. If he messes with the cops, he doesn't really make false police reports that I know of. He'll stretch things and he'll just get people out for wellness checks. And so I told you guys straight up, she's not too damn smart. I told you guys straight up, I'm not impressed because all she does is bully people. Um, and I told you guys, might not be today, might not be tomorrow, might not be this month, might not be next month, but someday she'll pick on someone who has nothing to lose, and she's going to mess up, whether she gets hurt by somebody who's not in their right mind, just messing with the wrong person, and they feel like they have nothing to lose and they're just crazy, and something bad happens to her, or she's going to do what she's doing to me and just harass you to the point where it goes back on her. So this stuff is not a game for sure, guys. This stuff is not a game. And guys, I will tell you, everybody's unblocked. All right. No mods for this stream. No mods. All right. Well, Casey's not a mod, but the people I have as a mod, one, are not here, and two, I would unmod them right now. No mods. Let's see here. How do I get to that? There we go. Casey and Jordan. Jordan's not here. I'm gonna just Casey is a mod. I'm gonna switch that because she blocked Creative J, and Creative J, rightfully so, had an issue with that. So I'm gonna get rid of that. So yeah, Emma, guys, she messed up. Your hero, she messed up. You cannot make false police reports and think you can it's like ordering pizza. So I told them about Emma. I told them what's going on, that she is on YouTube to cyberbully people, and I stand up to her, and I'm being targeted, and I refuse to let them dictate how this ends for me. I refuse to leave YouTube on their terms. So they're just messing with me. I tell the people that I have supporters. I'm not very popular, but I have a few supporters that I saved their life, which is all true. And that's why I stay on the internet, because whenever I do leave, people like Casey and a few others message me and want me to stay and come back, and they miss me, and they need their JP fix, as they call it. So that's why I'll always stay here. I will always be here for my supporters. I don't care what you guys do. I will always be here for my supporters. So anyways, Emma is making false police reports, which I am very open to talk about that. That's nothing to keep secret. I mean, if I want to, but it's nothing. It's something to remind everybody that you shouldn't do this. So even if I should keep it on the down low while they investigate, I'm going to just tell you guys it's not okay. It is not okay to cyberbully people. And Emma, the police are now looking into her. I showed them, they said, who's making these false police reports? And I said, some girl named Emma. And he looked at me and he said, where's she from? And I said, Canada. And he said, the calls were getting her from Canada. So I really do hope they do stuff. I hope what I mean by that, guys, is I hope that it comes and bites her in the ass. I do. I hope I can come on here and smile and something happens to her. You do not make false police reports. You know this, Adam. And apparently she's calling the police saying I'm beating my mom and I'm dragging my mom out of the frame. Last night's stream, my mom, I guess, was in the stream or came in the stream, and I got up and dragged her out of the frame, and God knows what else they're saying or she's saying. So we'll see what comes of that. I mean, it's no big deal to me. I would be happy if she would get in trouble for making these false police reports. They're going to look into it. They know her channel. They see every thumbnail is of me and Barb. They said they can see this. He said that he's going to go to his superiors and he's going to call somebody else that's in contact with them. I just don't know how much I should say because, you know, they're just going to start looking into her. But one thing that he was in agreement with, and I can tell you guys this wholeheartedly, is you don't make false police reports. So he talked with my mom and he talked with me, and I hope it comes back and bites her. It does. I tried telling you guys when it comes to swatting, right? And I guess that's next on your list. You guys are going to it's going to come back and bite you in the ass. When it comes to swatting, when it comes to false police reports, you know, ordering pizzas, you guys are stuck in high school. It's a shame that you guys waste the food and stuff, but that's just your route. I've never done that. I never will. You guys are stuck in high school in your mind. So, you know, that is petty little stuff that is just, it exists because you exist. But when it comes to playing with the police for attention, or for me to say your name, or for me to continue talking about you, or whatever your reason is, I think you guys might lose Emma here soon. So it's not a bad thing. All the replay watchers watching this right now, I'm going to try to keep all my streams up. The only reason I delete them is because people just keep clipping every little moment and they take it out of context. And but I'm not going to worry about that no more. It's my personality, you know, so if they kind of twist that and make me look bad, it is what it is. I don't go out and search up things. And so I'm going to get over that and try to keep all my stuff up. But I don't know. I can't stress that enough, guys. You can't sit there and fuck with the police just to fuck with somebody else. So you should have seen his face. You should have seen his face when I answered that question correctly. He said, "Where is she from?" And I said, I thought for a split second, I said, "Canada." And I said, "Yeah, I know. It makes it difficult." And he said, "No." He said, "No, because the calls we're getting are from Canada. So they're going to look into this shit." I know who it is. You know who it is. Somebody who thinks that they're above everything, and they're nasty until something happens to them, right? So I'm going to sit here and I'm going to stream for you guys, do what I do best, trigger the ones who can't make me go away. And I will continue to be here and have a great time with my community and build from what I have. Emma might have got some people to leave. She might make me look bad with the clips. But I'm still leaving it all in the past. Like, I'm going to move on and build something they can only dream of. I'm going to lift people up. I'm not going to build a community where a community of people that just attack others and tell people to kill themselves. And I will always be against that. I will always be against it. And you guys know what Boogie told me. At the time, he had over 4 million subscribers. He messaged me, "Adam, I don't know if you remember me showing this back with but I'll never forget it. Boogie2988. He said to me, Adam, he said, JP, if you're going to do anti-bullying streams, you are going to become a target. I'll never forget that. He said, JP, I respect what you're doing. I applaud what you're doing. But I just want you to know that if you do anti-bullying streams, you're going to get targeted by these people that you're going to stand up to. And that was over 6 years ago that he sent me that video message. It was a video message, one-on-one. He was talking to me. And he was right. The Booksters was right. And I started standing up to Isaac and Guest Mob and just telling people to grow up. You know how I talk. And it's been a ride ever since, hasn't it? So he was right, but sorry, guys, my Seroquel makes my mouth dry. The Seroquel's still in me, so my mouth is dry. He was right, Adam, but it's not necessarily a bad thing to become a target, right? I'm not no ordinary target. It's better that I'm a target, somebody like me that really doesn't play those games. I'd rather be me than somebody like Barb, the other person they pick on, or somebody weaker. You know, there's a lot of people on this side of YouTube, Adam, as you know, that are mentally slow and they do get targeted, and that's kind of what I stand up for. So I understand why some of you need me, and I'm not going anywhere. But I want you all to know, I'm saying this publicly, whether this is a good idea or not, I want you guys all to know that Emily is being looked into by law enforcement because she did the one thing that is stepping over that fine line when you're playing games. And that is why she's going to fall hard. She don't know what she's doing. So you can't just use somebody as your content and bring up Amber and all this stuff and just thumbnail after thumbnail after thumbnail, and it's clear harassment. Yeah, I don't look good, but it's very explainable. When you're being messed with, you have weak moments. You don't look good sometimes, but that don't give people the right to mess with you all the time, to have those weak moments to react to. And YouTube might allow that. It looks like YouTube is allowing those kind of channels these days, the ones that tear other little channels down, and just make it where people can't have an opportunity on here because they just dictate you can't be here or they harass you. It should not be that way, but YouTube does currently allow this because you report stuff and nothing happens. So what does that tell you? But Emily is making false police reports saying, I'm beating my mom on the stream. I'm dragging her around. And that's a big no-no. That is a big no-no. You can call them and say that there's ways you can mess with the cops. I wouldn't suggest it because it can always come back and bite you. But that is not one way you do it. You can get into serious trouble, guys. And I'm giving advice to all of you. This ain't really about Emily. She's going to make her bed and she's going to lie in it. But do not make false police reports because that can come back and bite you. They don't play games. There's people that get hurt from swatting. There's people that have lost their lives. And the cops a couple years ago stopped taking that so lightly. There has been reports on the news and stuff that the police are really cracking down on false reports and the whole swatting thing, like this person's got a knife, and then people get hurt that way. So I want you guys to think before you ever go a route like that. Make sure it's worth your freedom, because the police are not going to be messing around with that stuff. That's some serious business. And this is a start to show that they don't mess around. It's got to stop. channels like this. I don't know what's going to come of this, but they are going to look into Emily. He's going to go to his superior, and there's somebody that's been in contact with him that is also with law enforcement. It's not some regular Joe like me. I just don't know how much I can say. It's not really worth it. It's not that big of a deal, but I hope they look into her. He said they're going to. They know her channel. I showed the channel, so they have the right one. He was clear that he could see that every thumbnail was me and Barb, right? Whoever that other person was. But I hope she gets in trouble. I do. I hope people wake up and realize that you cannot do this to people. You cannot use them for content. You cannot harass them, have your community harass them, make them have weak moments, clip it, and just keep harassing them with it. It's not okay, guys. You guys might think it's a game, it's just the internet, but when you start making it real life, sometimes I can bite you in the ass. I'm telling you. So all the calls they're getting is from Canada. It's Emily. So they're going to look into her. And I want you guys to know that I apologize for all those weak moments that happened with me. I was letting them get in my head. They were really making me feel worthless. And sometimes you do things out of, when you get hurt, sometimes you do things out of pain that you're not too proud of. So I'm not proud of the clip of me breaking my laptop or whatever might be out there. But the reason I'm talking about this, guys, is I want you guys to know that it's all over. It really is. I'm not going to let them get to me no more. And I'm so sorry that I should be stronger than that. I know some of you will look up to me, and I love you guys. And I feel like I have failed you. I feel like I have let you down by giving so much of my attention to Emma and these people that really don't deserve it. I made the Boogie mistake, to talk about him again, right? So Boogie was a very popular YouTuber. And the reason I'm talking like this, because I don't know who's watching. So, he had over 4 million subscribers. He started giving his attention to people like Emma and those types of communities, the trolls. And he lost a lot of support because he started neglecting the people that loved him. And I guess that's kind of what I'm doing. I've been doing lately. They've really involved themselves with my channel. And just different things and that have gotten my attention, and it really shouldn't. And that's something that I got to work on. But that's not going to happen no more. Okay. As soon as I start giving all my attention to my supporters, like I used to, there won't be any kind of clips at all. So I apologize to my supporters for the past a little bit, and I'm going to fix that. So your precious Emily, your precious Emily is, you know what, Adam? I think I'm not going to let the trolls in here. Screw it. They're not worth it, right? I'm not going to give my attention to you guys no more. So you guys can play these games. All I'm letting you know is if you make false police reports, it's your ass, not mine. That's all I'm going to say. It's not going to affect me in the end. It's not going to hurt me one bit. I just hope it hurts you. And I'm telling you, these days, 9 times out of 10, it will, because the cops, they got better shit to do with their time. They're out here patrolling the streets. They're out here protecting us from the purge, right? So they don't got time to be dealing with little phone calls from Emma. And to all the trolls out there saying Amber lives in Canada, Amber wouldn't call and make false police reports like that. And if she would, I don't think she's that dumb. She knows it's not a joke. So maybe she would call the cops if I was really doing something. But it's not her doing this. It's your precious little Emma. All you thirsty guys that look up to her, she's going to mess up big time. So enjoy her while you have her. Whether she messes up with me or Barb or some other poor person that grabs her attention. Either way, I'm calling it now. She will not be a YouTube channel that lasts. She's too nasty. She thinks she's too big, and that's her ending right there. So but I refuse. I don't care. I'm letting you guys know right now. As long as I have people that say they need me and they want me here, I will be here for them. And I'm proud of myself that I don't let people like Emma bully me off this platform. I'm proud of myself that I'm different than some other streamers. And I thank some of you that'll be watching this back because it's too early for you. I thank some of you that I think some of you will I hope you guys just get bored and move on. I do. But either way, you do not make false police reports. And if you're dumb enough to do that, then you get what you deserve. And I had a feeling Emily does that kind of stuff because she harasses other people besides me. And people have come my way saying, watch out for Emma. She is very mentally ill. She's just a nasty, nasty person, very mean and ugly on the inside and outside. One of those types of people. So I honestly have no interest in her. I am not going to go back and forth with her. I refuse to go back and forth with her. Those days are over, me going back and forth with people. I have no interest in knowing her. She is no longer going to build. She's not going to get clout off me anymore. She's not going to build anything off of me. She'll have to go back to picking on whoever else she was before. But one thing you just don't do is make false police reports for entertainment. I'm just glad she's that low. I'm glad that she's not smart. I'm glad that she is getting an ego, and I'm glad that she is going to get in trouble. So it won't happen overnight, but I'm sure they're going to keep an eye on things and all this stuff. So I have decided to make mods, or not make mods, but just to not let everybody in here, because if I start doing that, it's just, it's like I don't mean what I say. I realize this, because in a way that's letting the wrong people take over your channel and stuff. So it's a very weird existence with you freaks around. It's a very weird existence with you guys being obsessed over me to the point where it becomes weird. But one thing, no matter how obsessed you get over me, you cannot make false police reports. So, Emily, I hope they look into you. I hope they trace the call back to you. And I hope you get into some trouble. I really do. I hope you learn a lesson, you grow the fuck up, and you stop messing with people for content. You are not above me. You are not above the law, for sure. Nobody's above the law. But you are not above me. You are not better than me. And you're not as smart as me, obviously. Because one thing I would never do is mess with the police. I respect their time too much, and I'm not here for that reason. I'm not here to belittle people and to mess with the police. So whatever happens, happens. But they are going to look into Emma 666. He has her channel. He's going to go check into this stuff, and I hope something's done, Adam. I do. So even with text calling apps, the calls can be tracked. Everything has an IP address. Yeah. Adam, if you don't want to be a mod, just let me know. I'll unmod you. But for now, and I'm probably not going to have Casey as a mod. There was something with Creative J last night that it's just, I got to have other mods. So I explained to him the reason I make her as a mod is because sometimes I just start talking, or if I do rant about Emma, right? I can't pay attention to chats because I can't multitask. So I need a mod, and she's really the only one there consistently. But I'm not going to have her as a mod no more. So anyways, yeah, I just wanted to let you know about that. And my life's an open book for the most part. My life is an open book. You know, I know there's a way I can make it slow down. And Adam, I'm sure you know this is true. If I stop giving so much attention to them, telling them to grow up, and I really am fueling the fire by putting them down. You know, I like to call myself a bully of the bullies. I stick up for individuals like Nicholas who can't read or tie their shoes, but they get picked on. People that I think shouldn't get picked on. And then I pick on the bullies, tell them to grow up, tell them they have no right to judge anybody else. Because look at this, I found out about you. Look at you. Look, like, who the hell do you think you are? My intentions are good, but I got to stop doing that. And I'm going to. My whole purpose here, Adam, and this is the God's honest truth. My whole purpose here is to build relationships, build people up, and have a great time. But people like Emma and Isaac and their communities who are even sicker than they are, and even more bored too, I should say, they kind of try to ruin that for channels like me. They kind of ruin that because toxicity is strong and negativity only kills you early, man. I aged 6 years within 3 months. Negativity will only kill you early. But it's not all bad, because if they're starting to do this, then maybe they'll get into a little trouble, and we can come on here and feel a little redemption, maybe. And you can't just do stuff like that to people over and over and over and just get away with it. Sooner or later, it's going to catch up with you. So there's that. I am not proud of the clips that are out there. You guys know this. I ran about that stuff. But it is what it is, I told them I don't look too good in some of the clips, but I explained how they mess with me, and I have weak moments, and they clip that and they save those moments, and just makes me look worse and worse. And he didn't look like he really cared about that. He looked like he cared about Emma making the false police report. He said he's going to go back. He says he knows her channel. He's going to look into it, and he's going to talk to his superior and talk to the person who I don't think I should say about that was over the phone and stuff. But they're also with, I would say, law enforcement in a way. So, yeah. So let her keep doing that stuff. It's not going to stop me from being here. And I don't think that's a bad thing, I don't think it's a bad thing to get targeted, focused on, go through this kind of experience, but not let them win, right? Like still come out on top. So, yeah, these guys are mild. I wish I could highlight comments, Adam. These guys are mild. They should see IP2. Now, I just wish the internet wasn't that way, you know? I wish the internet wasn't where I wish we could enjoy each other's company. I wish people wouldn't tear others down and belittle people and get others all wild up for content. And it really shouldn't be this way, but it is. But for anybody that's watching this back, because I know I don't have too many viewers right now, I just want you guys to know on my end, I'm going to finally do what I want to do, and that is be there for Casey. And if they don't like that, that's just too damn bad. Keep making false police reports, please. Please. Because I hope you guys get nailed. I hope you guys, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, right, Adam? So all of you watching right now, it's not a game. Emma's going to get in trouble. Whether it's from what she's doing to me or what she's going to do to somebody in the future, I'm telling you guys, she will not be here 6 years from now like I am. And that's a good thing, because all those videos, all those ignorant live streams she did, stretching my past and doing whatever she did, I refuse to watch anything. None of that will be there. So I just got to stop giving them my attention. And that way they can stop clipping different things, taking out of context, and just making me look worse and worse and make me look like a monster after a while, right? Jesus. So I got to stop doing that for sure, because that's not my purpose for being here. Casey knows that. All my supporters know that. I just get tangled up in the hatred. It's very strong. And they make it look like a lot of people hate me when it's only a few people with 1,000 accounts, right? It's like, it really is that way. It seems ridiculous, but it is that way. It's a few individuals that have way too much time on their hands that create a lot of fake accounts, and they make it look like it's more than what it is. And I got to stop giving that my attention, because it just gets worse and worse. And I know this, but for some reason up to this point, I was kind of ignoring that, still giving my attention to it. So I hope Emily gets in trouble for making false police reports. My mom is here to confirm I treat her very well. We're best friends. And hopefully she gets in trouble for lying to the police for a reaction out of me. I know for a fact, even though I never have done that type of stuff, I know for a fact that is they don't mess with that stuff. They don't play games with that. So I hope they trace that call. I hope they trace that call to where it came from Canada. And I hope that that person gets a visit from their law enforcement for making false police reports. Because that's what that is. That's nothing but lying to the police and wasting their time. And if you think they're okay with that, you really are in a fantasy world. This is not a game. When you take it to real life, Emma, and all of you that are with her, and all of you that do this, when you take it to real life, like, I'm not triggered right now. I'm just glad that they can trace the call back. I'm glad that they know it came from Canada. I know that, like, it's Emily. It's Emily. She's the only one that's doing this shit. Her community, people are from different areas, but it's Emma. It. So, and, hopefully when they look into this, hopefully they will know it as well. So when it comes down to things like this is probably the least thing that bothers me. I think getting pizza ordered in my house, which doesn't bother me at all. I feel bad for the pizza companies. I think me feeling bad for the pizza companies, I feel bad that the police have to waste their time. None of this should exist, but because of Emily, it does. But this does not bug me. This makes me excited that somebody might be held accountable for putting me through hell, making fake accounts, pretending to be different women and just messing with people because they got too much damn time on their hands and they're fucking bored. So I'm going to say this one last time to people like Emily. You are not in high school no more. You are mentally stuck in a high school locker room. Grow the fuck up. I know you make fun of me saying, oh, he tells me he's like, yes, that's because that's all I can think to say to people like you. Grow the fuck up. There's people on here that are in their 60s, mid 60s, whatever, and they're in these communities and they're into this drama. People like that, I believe it's if they didn't grow up by now, they never will. So don't waste your breath with people like that. But to anybody else, grow the fuck up, because this isn't what life is about, and it can come back and bite you. So I am, in a way, making an announcement with this stream. And my announcement is I have decided, because I've been going back and forth, deleting all my streams. I've been deleting channels, creating new channels, because it's just, it feels like it's not worth it, right? But I have decided that there's too many people that like me on here, and I have my pride, and I'm going to be here for those people, and I'm not going to just go away because certain others act like they hate me. So I'm here to stay, man, and whoever likes that news, there you go. I'm here to stay. I will not be bullied off this platform. You cannot bully me, especially if I'm not doing anything to break the law or anything like that. So go ahead and do what you want, because I'm going to do my streams. I'm going to grow something and build something that Emily could only dream of, something positive, something where I go here and people just are happy to see me. They're not here to just make fun of people. It's going to be a different existence. And I've had that before until I started giving my attention to the wrong people, and I lost some of that, but I will rebuild that, because I'm going to stop giving my attention to that shit, and I'm going to focus on what's important, which is my supporters, and build something once again with who I have here. And I am going to, I want to make it where you guys feel like you can turn to me, which some of you do, and I can turn to you if something happens in my life where I'm emotionally weak or I need a little help or something. I had that before. I admit that. I lost it because of people like Emily. My fault. I gave my attention to the wrong people, and I'll get it back with other people. So this side of YouTube is very dark. There's a lot of people that watch that are just, if I would let everybody in my chat right now, it would be nothing but telling me to kill myself and just different things that aren't even true, just saying about me. And it's a terrible thing. I wish it would change. But it's the internet. A lot of the outcasts go on the internet, like convicted sex offenders, and so you can't change that. You can't focus on that. You can't rant about that. It is what it is. So I'm going to do my best to stop giving my attention to all of that, because I see I'm not going to make any kind of difference with that. I've been kind of talking on and off about that. I've been standing up to stuff like that for 7 years, and it doesn't do anything. People are just mentally sick. Not everybody is the same, right? So I'm going to stop playing their game. As far as Amber and anybody else goes, they can all have each other. They can be over there and they can be the monsters that they are. They're just, I didn't know them. I thought I knew people like that. They let me down by joining that stuff. And I'm sorry I gave it so much of my attention. They really weren't worth that kind of attention. Amber or none of them. So I hope Emily gets in trouble. I do. I hope Emily gets in trouble. And I'm glad that they're going to look into it. That's all I can say. Calling the police about, I don't know. It's just, it boils down to, it's a false police report. You can't do that. I don't want to try to explain to you guys. There's certain things in life you do not do because that's not how the real world operates. And some people just don't grasp that. They got too much time in their hands. They're on here all the time and they just do what they do. And until something happens to them, right? So there you go with that. And plus I wanted to do a stream just because I need to start getting content on my channel. I got to stop being in the mind frame of deleting everything and leaving YouTube because just people keep doing stuff. So I'm going to keep all my content up like I used to. And I'm going to start building from this moment on. Pumpkin Love and anybody that was a part of my original community, they are in the past now. Okay. The ones that have joined this doxing and Emily, this stuff. I will stop ranting about them and I will stop kind of hanging on to the disbelief that they turned out to be that way. And I will forget they ever existed. I really will. I've been wanting to do that. I've just been having trouble getting myself to fully do it, but I will do it now. I will do it because that's not why I'm here. So instead of bitching that I'm not here to do this, make the change. I am my full intentions are to be here for Casey and whoever else needs me. And I truly believe that even if I'm just helping one person, which I'm helping more than that, but there's one that's very open with me saving her life. So that's why I always say Casey. But as long as I'm helping one person, that's good enough for me to stay here. It really is. Even if I go live late at night and I only have Casey in my chat, I don't think that'll ever happen. But if that would ever be, that's good enough. I'll still smile. You guys can't make me feel down. You guys can't put me down no more. You guys can't. It's becoming a very vicious game. And I really don't want no part of it. It's not anything to do with the police because Emma's going to get in trouble. I'm not doing anything wrong, so they're not going to do anything to me. But this ain't my purpose here. And I'm kind of failing at that, So from this moment on, no matter how many fake accounts Emma makes to play games with me, from this moment on, after this stream, I will no longer bitch about Emma. I will no longer talk about Emma at all. I will blacklist her name from my channel and I will fully move on. And I hope the police look into her with what she's doing to me. And when she moves on to somebody else, because she's going to get bored now with me, when I just hope that it comes back and bites her so she cannot be here or so she changes her ways a little bit. It's all fun and games, Emily, until it happens to you. And you're fucking around with the wrong shit. Do not mess with the police and do not waste their time because it'll come back on you, and I hope it does. So yeah, from this moment on, I look forward to this, and I'll tell you why. Because I can finally keep all my streams up. I won't be embarrassed that I gave in to people getting my attention. None of that will exist no more. I dictate how this shit goes. I determine how this goes. Nobody defines this shit but me, right? And I admit I've been failing at it. because it's hard for me to move on from people that hurt me. And I'm not talking about Emma. She's nothing to me. I hope she gets in trouble by the cops. But the people that I focus on, that I ran about, I'm going to finally move on from them. So I will end this by saying, I will end talking about them by saying, as time goes on, they will realize it's their loss, not mine. That's all I'll say. So there's that. Emily influenced a few people to flip on me. We'll say the word flip. People that I've built up in the past, people that I've helped. They've told me I've helped them. We've had a lot of great nights together. And Emily influenced them. And it's just become very, very toxic, very bad. People like her on this platform, it's no good. So I was told that JP don't respond to her because she's very mentally sick. I've been when she first started doing this stuff to me, when I was like, who the hell is Emma? What is going on here, right? I had people messaging me saying, watch out for Emma because she fucks, like, she is mentally screwed. She's very mean, she's nasty, and she lies to she plays games. She will fuck with somebody's life until they commit suicide, or until, like, the people were coming to me with just trying to warn me. And even though I didn't do anything to deserve to have somebody like her in my life, the best thing you can do with somebody like that is not give them attention. And I failed at that big time. So I'm fueling the fire, but I'm putting that fire out. And hopefully the police will help me put the fire out as well with her. I don't know. But either way, I feel good that they're going to look into Emma 666. I feel good that he sees all the thumbnails focusing on me and focusing on some other people. And she's making false police reports, so we'll see where it goes. So, but I hope you guys are going to have a good day. I know it's early. I know a lot of my people also, they have 9 to 5s. So, I think I'll just keep this stream named as it is, and people can watch it back. I should have went live later with this, but I'm just happy. That's all. I want to, I kind of act on emotion. You guys know this. So I'm just happy that he got the information about her, and he's going to look into stuff. He's going to be looking through her channel. He's going to be talking to his superiors, and I just refuse to say who he said about the phone, but it's somebody with law enforcement. So they don't care. They don't care. I'm sure they don't care if you go back and forth. But once you start involving them with false reports, that's when they start caring. So, Emily, I didn't know you were that dumb. Jesus, man, I gave you too much credit. I really did. I gave you too much credit comparing you to Isaac, didn't I? You're not going to last long. You're going to fall hard. I won't say nothing else. I don't have to do anything. Time is going to take you down. Karma is going to take you down. And a lot of people are going to be celebrating. More are going to be celebrating than weeping, for sure, when you're no longer here. Or at least you're no longer having a channel, right? Whatever. These clowns have no idea who they're messing with. Well, if you're talking about me, George, they're just messing with somebody, like messing with me. They're just messing with somebody who won't let them win. I'm too epic. Like, I will not let them win. I think a lot of people not a lot of people. I take that back. I think some individuals out there, they see how close me and my mom are. They hear me talk about her all the time. And some of them are, I think, jealous of that, whether they didn't have that relationship with their parents or they focus on my mom and they try to cause issues with that. But thankfully, my mom is here and she is like, she's here to let people know that it's all false, you know. So I'm glad that I don't know. It's just, it seems like some people out there, it's like they're jealous of the relationship, like how close the bond, and how much I talk about loving my mom and the fears I have of when she passes. Stuff that I got it. This is not a therapy session. I mean, it can be as long as you don't give your attention to the wrong people. You can treat this any way you want, but I got to stop treating it like a therapy session where I talk about my deepest fears and all this stuff. I really, I need to come on here and just be a streamer and have fun with you guys. So there's some things that I'm going to be changing because just certain things that I'm doing wrong. Big number one is don't treat this like a therapy session, because you don't have everybody watching that's like Casey, that are sugar bug, that loves you unconditionally, right? And wants the best for you. There's some people out there that are watching that are just they want to watch the world burn. They're miserable, so they want to see other people as miserable as they are. So I got to always keep that in mind, that anybody could be watching. And that is a big motivation to not give so much attention to people like Emma. So actions speak louder than words. After this stream, I will never say her name again. And you guys can just keep an eye. I don't watch her. I never will. She's too negative. But you guys can keep an eye on everything and see if anything happens to her. Let me know. I don't know. I'm not going to follow up anything, but they're going to look into her for sure. So I hope they trace that call. That's the main thing I hope they do. I hope he goes to the superior, and I hope he talks to the person who called him that wasn't the originator of the report. And I hope they trace where this is coming from in Canada. I know it'll go back to Emily. It's the only person in Canada that's going to be doing this. It's the only person that has a channel focusing on other people's weak moments to laugh at and to judge. So I'm sure it'll get traced back to her. And I hope she has to answer for lying to the police. And I don't know what Canada's laws are, but I'm sure that the law enforcement works together. So, yeah. All right. There we go. So I hope you have a good day, Adam. Just wanted to let you know what's currently going on. And I just wanted to do this stream. And I don't know what time it is, but in case he wakes up at 12, maybe I'll just stay live. I don't think I'm going to fall back to sleep, be honest with you. I'll just sleep like a baby tonight. I mean, maybe I could, but where's my phone? I don't know where. I'd lose my head if it wasn't attached. So, to any trolls out there besides Emily, to anybody that's a part of her community that does her dirty deeds or that does this shit, some of the people that are a part of these communities, they're worse than the streamer. So, it's terrible. But to all of you, I will no longer give you my attention. It's all over as a whole. I'm leaving all this negative stuff in the past, And instead of talking about why I'm here and what my purpose is and what I want to do and I'm going to just do it and shut up. Okay. Um, so it's finally over. You guys can create all these fake accounts with my name in it. You guys can just try to fuck with things all you want. It's over because I say it's over. So whatever clips you have of me, whatever clips you saved, the only clips you're going to get in the future is of me acting like Sylvester Stallone or Donald Trump. Big league. You try, and you fail. That I can tell you. They tried suing me. They tried bankrupting me. They tried killing me. Butler, Pennsylvania. And, that's the only clips you're going to get from now on because I'm going to give my attention to my supporters from this moment on. That's all I got to say. None of it's worth it. So, there's nothing else to say. I'm just moving on. I'm finally moving on. And I know for a fact that some people out there that are watching this back are very happy to hear that. And I know I've talked certain ways before, but I actually speak loud words. So you'll see. You will see from this moment on. I have to realize how lucky I am. With how much attention I started giving to these trolls, I shouldn't have any supporters left. I really did neglect some people that watch me for good reasons. That's why I would apologize, because I would feel guilty afterwards. I'd be like, I know I'm better than this. Delete the stream, start over. That's all done. It really is. I'm tired of it. So I know I can build something so gorgeous on here, and that would be the ultimate slap in their face. The ones that call me worthless, the ones that just dedicate their streams to me, whatever. I know the ultimate slap in their face is not going back and forth with them, but rising up through the ashes and building something they could only dream of. Of course, they're going to tear you down. Of course, they're going to say you could never do that. Of course, right? So I realize the path I'm on, I won't be able to do that. I mean, look what happened to Boogie. You just can't go down that path and be successful. So I'm turning around. I'm going back to that two-way street sign, and I'm going with the other path. I changed my mind. Thankfully, I don't have much walking to do. So it feels good, to know I'm finally done ranting about them, and it's just playing their games. It's all over. So I'm just hoping that some of you are hearing my words, and I'm looking forward to the streams. I'm going to not reactivate. I'm going to upgrade my subscription to StreamYard. And that way we can do a panel tonight with Porchman and go from there. So I'm going to end this stream, and I'm going to try to catch a little shut-eye before I go live tonight, because you can see I'm a little drained here, and it's not really because I take a pill that helps me sleep. So, and if I get up too fast, or if I only get 2-3 hours sleep, I'm like a zombie, and it sedates you in a way. So I'm gonna get out of here. I wanted to do this stream to let all the replay watchers, or anybody that would show up right now this early, just let you know that Emily's making false police reports saying that I'm beating my mom live on my streams and I'm dragging her out of the frame, and she's just going way too far. And they're going to be looking into her. And I want you guys all to know, as far as I go, I'm going to finally start giving my attention to the right people. So I'm going to get out of here. I love you guys more than words can say. I always have, and I always will. I promise you that we will start having some fun times again. And one last time, I apologize for fueling the fire so much. All right. It's all about you from this moment on. I'll see you guys tonight. All right. Have a good day. With whatever you do with your day, have a good day until I see you. All right.